So what is this? Well, you recognize these plywood strips? They are leftovers from different projects, and then I ripped them real quick. And what I'm doing here is joining pressure treated landscape ties. And I'm building something that I don't really even remember the name. But what I've done is, rather than making a butt joint and having these hold, I'm just overlapping 2.5 inches, and that allows me to use just 2 screws instead of 4. How did I get that mixed up? Anyway, I subconsciously was thinking why I have to explain that there's only 1 screw and not 2, because with 1 screw this all will pivot a little bit. So the measurement is being held by these pieces of plywood rippings, and these posts can actually land anywhere, doesn't matter. Now what is this? I'm building something. So I built something else. Let me show you a piece of wood that plywood that I found. I had my blueprints on. This is from 2019. I found this in storage, and this was me designing a pyramid. This is what it looks like when my mind is thinking, but a little more blurry. And this is the staircase I wanted to build, and this is scaffolding. You see me using scaffolding a lot for the support, the frame. This is what my pyramid's supposed to look like. And then these doors, these are 30-inch doors, and this plywood sheeting is 60 inches by 60, so it's a perfect half. And this is what's neat, to make the stairs give an illusion of, being taller. I made every step a 1/4 inch narrower, and every riser was a 1/4 inch shy. So here's what step 1 was like this, step 2 was this, etc, 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 and it was shrinking. And you can see it in this picture. This is a kids camp, and the girl at the top there, she was running the camp. She was responsible for everybody. She was 22 years old. She did a great job. And the guy next to her, it's the American dream story. He's from Philly, she's from New York. They met at camp. That's 2019. I think they met before that. Now it's 2023, and they're still happily ever after. Actually, it's a great story, except for the part where someone sees this picture and they have to explain the human sacrifice thing going on here. But that's for another day. So back to this thing. Last year was Robin Hood, and I was able to do that mostly at home, and when I showed up, I just zip ties and a screw gun. This year we were supposed to do something with Indians, and I had a lot of plans for that. It was going to be really, really good. But at what I think was the last minute, kind of 3 weeks out, they changed. No Indian stuff. This time they're telling stories about kids lost in Africa, which is actually great stories, but there's a happy ending. But I didn't prepare. This is that cherry that I was cutting up. I don't know that that's going to get used after all. We're changing the plans here just to make something that will work. I have no idea what this is going to look like by this time tomorrow. But it's fun.
All of us? Yeah, just you. Ha! Of course it's just 40 kids. can't out me when I've been grabbed by so many girls.